Alright, so the first game is about to start. Just to say hello to my opponent. Okay, so I won the coin flip, which means that I can go first. Why not? So, no basic Pokemon for me. I'm running only 4 copies of Froakie in this build. So, this is probably something that a lot of people don't expect these days, but I'm taking a huge risk and a huge gamble basically by running only 4 copies of Froakie in my build. So, of course I don't have basic Pokemon. It's gonna be a little bit harder to get one Froakie. There we go. There it is, a Mr. Froakie. So, hopefully I'm gonna be able somehow to hit that turn 1 Frogadier. Oh, I don't like the Latios on the other side. Nope, I don't like that. Trainer's Mail for nothing. Which means that I can just use Dive Ball for another Froakie. At least I have 3 Frogadiers. And attach one of my Muscle Bands. Actually, nope. Yep. Let's go with the Muscle Band of the Froakie down to the bench. And 1 Juniper for 7. Okay, so there's a energy card and 2 Trainer's Mails. I'm thinking about just attaching that Splash Energy turn 1 to my Froakie, because I'm gonna be probably knocked out, maybe even not. But at least I can have it later in my hand, you know, just in case of the knockout. Probably Frogadier is gonna be knocked out, so yeah, that's okay. So only 40. Okay, not that bad. 2 Trainer's Mails. So okay, there's a Battle Compressor, which can give me the Wally, of course. So basically, I can discard 1 Wally, 1 Fisherman, and 1 Ice Trainer into my discard pile. You know, just in case if I miss with the Trainer's Mail number 2. Yep, I'm gonna miss that. Okay, never mind. I'll be a Seeker for Wally. So I'm just going to evolve my Froakie in Active Spot into the Frogadier, use Water Duplicates, and basically next turn have my Frogadier in my hand after he knocked him out, because I do have that Splash Energy, so I'm gonna be fine. I also have Die Ball, so I could search my deck for the Greninja. Plus I have Muscle Band, I'm gonna be fine for sure. Also there are a few more energies. No need to worry about too much. Okay, let me just fix my screen to be on window. Alright. Frogadier number 2. Those frogs can be really annoying, trust me. They really are. So Muscle Band and a Die Ball. So finally I can grab myself 1 Greninja. Unfortunately I don't have supporter card in my hand, but I don't care too much about it. So at least I can snipe with my Moonlight Slash for 100 damage on his Latias. Minus 20 for the Pearl City is gonna be 80, but it's still decent. So far, not bad. Hopefully, for the game, he's gonna be able to draw something better. Alright. So 1 Hoopa with the Scundering. This game will go on. Probably he's looking forward. Okay, at least he removed Stadium. So I'm happy with that. At least there is no more Pearl City, so that means the next turn I can strike for 100 and knock out his Latias. with that single shot. Okay, so 2 energies on his Gardevoir EX, and there's another Max Elixir, which means that he can retreat for free if he really wants to do that, or just pretty much go straight away and strike for 110, maybe 120 if there's a Fighting Fury belt. We shall see that. I have plenty of energies in my hand, so I would like to see top deck something like at least Diebold can be good. Any kind of supporter card will be great, except for, I guess, Sycamore. In that way I need to discard too much energies, but at least I can pick them up with the Fisherman, so it's always reasonable. I guess just another Moonlight Slash. Well, I should strike with my Shadow Snitching instead of Moonlight Slash the turn before, so that his Hoopa EX wouldn't be able to use that Scundering. Right now he can just promote that Mega Gardevoir and knock out my Greninja from nowhere. He have plenty energies in play. I definitely need somehow to fix that, and hopefully I'm gonna be able to do that. So there's Professor Sycamore. I mean, the idea of the deck is to start with the Froakie turn 1, especially if you go second, get that Wally and expand your bench with the Frogadiers. And then turn 2, somehow find Greninja and another Wally for a Greninja break. And basically start to use John Water Shurikens and the Moonlight Slash, so you can apply as maximum pressure as you can to your opponent. In theory and on a paper that works perfectly, but in the real game and in the real world that's just something much different. So there is one knockout, and I'm going to promote my Frogadier here, taking a risk, not knowing what is going to be top deck. And the top deck is actually Greninja, so that was a very good top deck, I guess. Can't complain too much about that. It's still not time to play my Super Road, so I'm just going to strike for 80 and basically wait to see my opponent next move. I mean, I know what the next move is going to be. It's going to be one-hit knockout. So right now he can just strike for so many damage with his Mega Gardevoir. 3, 4, 5, 6... okay, 300. He's capable to hit for 300. That's a lot of damage counters. Okay, so 300 with the Brilliant Arrow. It's time for Bubble. I guess it is. I can't have luck too much time in a row, as expected. One Super Road. Let's just recycle 2 Frogs and 1 Greninja. And I guess after that I will just try to Bubble. It's a Tails. Okay, at least I have that Splash Energy, so I can bring back my Froakie into my hand. Maybe it would be better if I just came in the active spot with my Frogadier and then use Water Duplicates to have more Frogadiers in case I top deck right now with Greninja. But nope, it's just a level ball, so it won't change things a little bit. But, you know, at least I can bring another Froakie on the bench. Well, it started pretty good, but then I just hit the wall, I guess. Right now I'm knocked out, and turn after that, even if I can pull Greninja and Wally for Greninja break, it would be enough for the knockout from nowhere. Yes, that's true, but his hand is absolutely too big, so that probably means that he have at least Mega Turbo in his hand to power up another Mega Gardevoir. I wouldn't be surprised. There's a V-Seeker. So the only thing that can actually help would be those two cards that I said, but there is no way that I can get both of these. Okay, so there's also one Hex Maniac and a Brilliant Arrow, so 360 for the knockout, so I'm smashed just like that. One Frogadier, another Frogadier for the active spot. Okay, just a Greninja, a break. Moving on to the game number 2. Hopefully game number 2 gonna be much better, because this one was just devastating. It was so devastating. If you guys want to play, please send battle request. Okay, so starting second. There is one Froakie. Hopefully I can pull that top deck Wally. That would be perfect. Probably it's not gonna happen, but never know. Never know. Let's draw extra card. Oh ho 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 ho! Oh ho ho! Ho ho! There's a Wally. There's Wally. Okay, so I can Wally simply. I don't know, maybe I should also try just 4 copies of Wally instead of the Battle Compressors. And then I can have one more space for one extra Ultra Ball, for example. Maybe even Jirachi with the Stardust. You know, even that's not gonna be that bad, I guess. Okay, so Energy Attachment. One Energy Poach. Trainer's Mail. Alright. And there we go with the Archie. That was fantastic. That was just brilliant. A turn 1 Archie for Deluge, and that's just way too much for me, I guess. But luckily, at least I have that Wally in my hand, so I'm fine with that. And 4 Frogadiers, so 4 frogs this time. Kinda like that. Kinda like that. I mean, I have all that I need. I would be much happier if that was a Splash Energy, but, you know, really don't want to be too greedy. So I have 3 Frogadiers, which means that turn after this, in theory, I can have Greninja Break in play. But I'm short for Energy card, and probably I'm gonna face Knockout, but I have Ace Trainer, so with the Ace Trainer I can easily put my opponent down to 3 cards. That's gonna be my main goal. Okay, so there we go. Keldeo with the Secret Sword for 130. That's it. That's the first knockout. The first knockout of the game. Dun, 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 dun. There's a rough seas, but you know, somehow I don't feel this is gonna be a good idea. Let's just put that Greninja in play. And Ace Trainer. Ah, gosh, somehow I feel bad about playing that and missing energy. Okay, at least there's a energy. At least. Just the Moonlight Slash. I mean, yeah. He can deluge, he can pick too much energies. I simply need to catch him by knocking him out. So I really want to strike right now for 100 and maybe just hope next turn to top deck Greninja Break. Actually, a Greninja, then I can maybe go with the wall into Greninja Break. But again, he had that Diving Surge, which is a very powerful card. So unfortunately, right now he can one-hit knock on my Greninja. So can do better than this at this moment. Okay, so 130, as expected. It's time for another frog. I see Shaming, so that's a good potential for 2 prize card. I can risk, but I somehow feel that this is not going to be a smart option. So I can just bring myself Wally, or I can Ace Trainer. Let's go with the Ace Trainer. If I miss Greninja, I'm gonna cry. Okay, 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 okay. And I even managed to get that special splash energy. Well, but I couldn't take too much risk. It would be too much risk. Trainer's Mail. Lysander. Okay. What else I can do? Definitely Bell Compressor for Fisherman and a couple energy cards. Because I will need them. Fisherman and 2 energies. So, right now I'm ready for the knockout against his Keldeo. Unfortunately, all of those energies are gonna be back in his hand. Yep, they're gonna be. I wish I can strike with Shadow Snitching, you know, for more than that, but I simply can't. Okay. Battle Compressor and a Die Ball. So, what do I need here? I need the V-Seeker for Greninja, actually for the Wally, and then actually Die Ball for Wally and V-Seeker for Greninja Break. Then I can knock out his Swampert, because I do have 2 energies in my hand. We are both equaled right now. Another Battle Compressor. Let's see. Battle Compressor. Another Archie discarded. And Sycamore for 7. Unfortunately, it's not another Archie. If it was, probably maybe even another Swampert would be placed. I hate those energy poaches. Where's my Starling Megaphone? I need a Starling Megaphone so badly. Of course, Diving Surge and 1 Hydro Pump for 200. Actually 160. That's much stronger than the Keldeo Secret Sword. And it's 90x. Okay, top deck has to be Greninja Break. Bee Seeker, give me that Bee Seeker. Nope, just a Bell Compressor. Okay. Bell Compressor. Let me just discard those Rough Seas, because I don't need them. Nope, I don't need them. I can even discard one Froakie. What I'm trying to do here is basically Lysander my opponent Blastoise and use my Shadow Snitching. That way I can pretty much shut down his abilities, so he will not be able to rush in with the Keldeo, not even put energies with the Deluge. In theory, it can give me a few turns maybe, you know, to power up another Greninja Break somehow. Okay, there's a Super Road. I have N ready in my hand, so I just need somehow to discard that Energy Poach with my Starling Megaphone, of course. Next turn, I'm still short for the knockout against the Blastoise. But to be honest, I don't want to target Blastoise. I just want to Shadow Snitch and find my Greninja Break so I can basically snipe those benched Pokemons. So the first one, of course, is going to be his Swampert, because he only has 4 energies in play. Or I can simply John Water Shuriken Mudkip for 1 price, and basically try to power up another Greninja Break so I can snipe Shaman with a couple turns. He has 4 retreat cost without switch, there is no way that he can actually pull something out here. I don't know if he run Floatstone, really don't know, or the switch, but I can definitely find it out with his Swampert, because of the Diving Surge. And the last card in his hand is a V-Seeker for Professor Sycamore, so let's just see if he can somehow pull Nope, it's my turn. Okay, that looks promising. That's for sure. One more Battle Compressor, you know, just because I can. So let's just see what we can get rid from the deck. Maybe one more N. Maybe just one more N, nothing else, I guess. You know, it's better than nothing. N. Okay, so another Froakie and Greninja. But there's one Secret Ash, so I can bring back my Frogadiers and my Greninjas into my deck. And I also have Starling Megaphone, but it's not time yet for it. So another Shadow Snitching. I have 2 more turns to pull something out here, so I definitely need to get something like a Johnny per top deck. I really need it. Really need. Oh no, there's a Lysander. Gosh. Not that. Okay, Steel Energy will work for me, I guess, but I only have 2 cards in my hand. The top deck is just a dive ball, just a level ball. Okay, I guess it's better than nothing, but it's not something that I was hoping for. Right now I can start crying. It's still not over. Okay, right now it's time for the rushing. He also have 2 energies, which means that he can retreat in case he don't have third one in his hand. And then he can just strike with the Swampert. But then if I can top deck Juniper, Greninja Break, and okay, oh, of course I always forget that he can just use that Diving Surge. There's another Shaman. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised to see a V-Seeker for the knockout against my Greninja on the bench. But luckily there's a Splash Energy attached on it, so it's gonna go into my hand. Luckily. And hopefully, oh, Puzzle of Time. Probably 2 copies of them. Yep, a V-Seeker and Lysander. I'm crying. Okay, say goodbye, Greninja. Still, I need that top deck. I hate when I depend on the top deck. But to be honest, I just simply don't have luck playing Greninja Break deck. Whatever I play, whatever type of the Greninja Break deck I play, I always have bad luck with it. If I play 12 supported cards for draw, I will just draw that hand. If I play 10 searching balls like a die ball, ultra ball, level ball, I will miss energies. That's the story of my life. He just decides to get rid of my Frogadier here. Actually, I just pull another one. You know. Time for the megaphone. Yeah, pretty much Moonlight Slash. No, of course we don't want to put it back. Okay. So right now Greninja is knocked out. Ah, why that was no top deck with Greninja Break. So diving search for who knows what, maybe another energy poach. He already wastes 3 of them. Hydro Pump for 160, and yeah, I have Frogs again in my hand. But then what is gonna be top deck? Top deck from the hell, I guess. Okay, okay. I know that he will have that. I can smell Fisherman. I can smell that. Right now I'm in a good position. If he misses opportunity to knock me out, I'm fine, but probably he have Fisherman or Super Energy Retrieval or something like that. I would be very surprised to not see... Yeah, there's a Fisherman. Okay, so that's a GG. I was hoping for that Greninja Break so I can just knock him out with my Shadow Snitching, but it just didn't came. Shadow Snitching and John Water Shuriken would be enough for the knockout. In that case, he's not going to be able to put energies for like a turn. And then I would just go with the Shadow Snitching, John Water Shuriken, Shadow Snitching, John Water Shuriken. Yeah, but it didn't happen. 190. Just 3 prize cards pulled by me. I'm not very happy at all. I feel like deck missed something. It really missed something. Huh. Maybe I can tweak it. Oh, no, muscle bands. Let's just try something like this. Something like 4 copies of Wally's, and in addition to that, I can add 4 copies of Bursting Balloon. So I can have extra damage. I can have Wally's. Only I have 7 supporter cards, but I really want that turn 1 Frogadier. Okay, for 4 Wallies, I think this is not going to work, but we shall see. Okay, so a pure Frogs in action. If you guys want to play, don't forget to send challenge. Don't forget to send challenge. You can find my username in the bottom right. It's Demo Pokemon TCG Center. So make sure to send friend request and challenge if you want to play. Of course, with expanded deck. If you don't have expanded, you can use standard format. It really doesn't matter too much. Captivating Pokepuff. It could be. What the heck is this? 3 freaking die balls? I think he play Anon with Lucario, but not 100% sure. Yeah, it is. Probably it is. 3 Frogadiers in my deck? Just give me perfect 10 and I'm gonna be fine. That's not perfect, but okay. It's not far from that. Okay, I can live with that. Oh, it's Aerodactyl. Okay, even worse. Even first. I don't like Aerodactyl, it's too strong. It's gonna go turn 1 for 120 from nowhere. Don't forget, guys, to check the Dark Robot deck that I actually built today. If you are old school player like me, if you like those old school decks, I really like that Gen 1 and Gen 2 format. I used to play that as a child, as a kid, whatever you want, on my local league. And I really like it. Right here is, if you're not familiar with it, it's a Dark Robot, my favorite card of all time. Like 10 years after I first time played with it, finally I managed to build that deck. Finally. And I still don't have all cards for it. Okay, so he have almost turned his discard pile. He trying to pull that Archie. So 2 Puzzle of Time. Of course, Ultra Ball, and then he have VSU, and then he have probably VSU for Archie. He can Ultra Ball whatever for the Anon or Klefki. I much more prefer Klefki because, okay, I had Bursting Blow on turn 1 in my hand, but I didn't think it's Aerodactyl, so I just didn't want to attach it. But yeah, at the end, if he hit right now, double Color's Energy, my Froak is going to be knocked out. Of course, 1 Restoring Beam for 1 Aerodactyl. I also played a couple days ago my expanded version of this Aerodactyl build. So just if you want to see how it looks, you can check my recently uploaded video to my YouTube channel. So make sure to also check that. Speaking about that, oh, he also played Shaymin. Interesting, interesting. I much more prefer this deck with the Flame, to be honest. It's much better start. So Shaymin, there is something. Okay. So, 120, Jet Draft. It can also discard Special Energy. That's a freaking way too strong. Especially against those decks like these days popular decks like Lugia, Giratina, Darkrai as well. He can just easily scrap energy with the Jet Draft. I really like that Aerodactyl deck. It's so funny to play. Okay. He discarded Floatstone. He can probably get another one to him for himself. Yeah, pretty much just a Super Road for that Froakie, and I'm striking with my Juniper for 7. I need energy card. Oof. Oof. So close. So close. You have Lysander in this compile? Not gonna happen, my friend. Ah, yeah. I need to use my water duplicate. Forget about that. He can always Lysander another Frogadier. Why would he just Lysander my Froakie? It just does not matter. It just does not make any sense. At least I have Fisherman and Secret Dash. But I don't have basic energy in my discard pile. Story of my life. Always unlucky playing Greninja Break. I'm gonna be happy if I even manage to pull 1 victory today. Okay, a floatstone. Yeah, definitely I'm looking for those floatstones to be played. There's a V-Seeker for Lysander. Of course, he wants to Lysander my Frogadier. So I lost two Bursting Balloons. Pretty much for nothing. The fact that I don't like here is the fact that... okay, right now I got Water Energy. So... Secret Dash for the single Frogadier, and then after that Juniper for another 7 cards, just because I really want to get as fast as I can my Greninja Break in play. It's just simply another Frogadier, Dive Ball for Mr. Greninja Break. Yeah, finally. Whew, I can play it, but I can retreat, or I can just Moonlight Slash for 80. Somehow I feel that, I want to use Shadow Snitch, and I want to use it so badly, and I don't want to waste my energy. Nah, let's just go with the Moonlight Slash for 80. Who cares? Let him just get another Aerodactyl in play. I'm gonna be strong for next turn. Really, I'm gonna be. I have Greninja Break in my hand, and I also have Rough Seas and 2 energies, so it's gonna be enough. Or maybe not. God damn it, the judge. He's short for 10. He's short for 10. That means that he really needs desperately to get... Oh no, just a Jet Draft. Okay. That was not the best thing for my opponent, I guess. Finally, I have my frogs. My army of the frogs. There we go. Take that, John Water Shriek and Aerodactyl. This deck in expanded format needs Twist Mountain. I really like the Twist Mountain because it simply allows you to 1-0 your turn to flip a coin. And if you hit heads, you can basically put restored Pokemon from your... oh, nice, Muscle Band. You can put restored Pokemon from your hand to your bench. So that's very powerful. I do have John Water Shuriken, which means that I can John Water Shuriken one of his Pokemons in play, which is gonna be Shaman, I guess. I don't care too much about Omastar because I do have Shadow Snitching, so I can just strike for 60 actually, and prevent him from taking another Aerodactyl in play. So next turn I can have 2 John Water Shrinkens in theory. If I can pull another energy card, so I can knock out Shaman, I can knock out Omastar, and then I can strike for 100 down to the Aerodactyl. That would be probably a GG. Okay, looks like that the first victory is smiling here, so I'm happy. Trainer's Mail. Okay, Hexmaniac. That's a very powerful card, especially against Greninja. 1 Acrobike. Let's see what he can pull here with the Acrobike. Oh, nothing. My turn. My turn, which means 1 John Water Shuriken down to the Shaman. The King Shaman. 2 prize cards, another Water Energy, and a Johnny Purr. Really not sure if I have one more Greninja Break left. It looks like I have. So that means I can retreat down to another one. Then I can John Water Shuriken to his Omastar. And then I don't have, unfortunately, energy to attack, but maybe I can pull one from the prize card. Nope, it's just a level ball. I can retreat, so I can just pass my turn. But it's okay, it's over. V-Seeker, 4 Fisherman, so I can grab myself that basic energy card, so I can just use John Water Shuriken and basically knock out his Aerodactyl there with my Moonlight Slash. Okay, so the first game that I managed to get victory. It's a long way to run. Yeah, 4 Wallies. That's a little bit too high. A little bit. Somehow I feel I need something else instead of just the 4 Wallies. I don't know, let's just keep going on with the deck. Maybe I decide bring this tomorrow to my local league and play with it. I'm not 100% positive what should I play tomorrow. Tomorrow we have expanded day. And I don't know what to play. Okay, still waiting for my opponent. There we go. There we go. Another game. Okay, so I want the coin flip. No basic Pokemon for me, unfortunately. Which means that I need to reshuffle my hand back into my deck and then draw 7 new cards. And then drop again 7 new cards because I'm running only 4 copies of Froakies. Only 4 Frogs in my deck. I should definitely give up from this idea. It just does not make any sense. Simply. As you can see, I just ran Johnny Purr. There is no Wally. Somehow I feel it's gonna be much better to go with the Turn Flames. Or maybe just a couple of Jirachis. I love the idea with Remoraid and Octillery, but then I need Float Stones, I need, you know, too much space to cut some other cards, so, I don't know. Really don't know. When you have turn 1 like this, you just want to sit and cry, I guess. See, the top deck was a Frogadier, but that just does not make anything. Because I even didn't have energy in my hand. But okay. Hopefully turn 1 my opponent is not going to be capable to knock me out. And then I can simply just evolve into my Frogadier and get myself 3 more Frogs in theory on the bench. And I'm fine since I have that Splash Energy here. But I also have Starling Megaphone and the Lysander in my hand. So this is going to be very, very explosive turn 1 for me. Actually turn 2. I just don't want to see him. Hopefully he will play that Sycamore. He had that Sycamore in his hand, so... I wish I can play other music than this one, but unfortunately I can't because it's against a rules on the YouTube. It's not the same as on the Twitch. On the Twitch, I saw a lot of people actually play songs like Tupac, I don't know, David Guetta and stuff like that. But unfortunately, here on the YouTube, you can't do that. There are some restrictions and the policies that you need to respect. Even when you're a partner with the YouTube, you can't do that. Okay, so he's still searching with the Hoopa. Alright, so one more Ultra Ball. I mean, once I manage to discard his Spiritlings, this is just gonna be so devastating for him because he will need to waste one turn in exchange to basically Mega Evolve. So I see my opportunity here for sure. There is one Rattata. Makes sense because he can just scrap my tool. And he can do that anytime he wants with the Dragonite. So it's just like I don't play my Bursting Balloon in that case. Do I need both Bursting Balloon and Muscle Band in the deck? Well, I think I don't need. I can just go either way with the Bursting Balloons or with the Muscle Band, because Muscle Band is only good if you don't have Bursting Balloon, so you can strike for 100 Gardevoir with a single shot and knock him out. But on the other way, you have Starly Megaphone, so you can pretty much just scrap tool with the Starly Megaphone on your from your opponent Gardevoir. But somehow I think maybe even running 2 Megaphones might not be that bad. Alright. Take that. Water Duplicate for 0. Not far from that. Not far from that. What the heck? Only one Frogadier. Too much for me. Yep, too much for me, I guess. One Frogadier. What the heck? I need Town Map. No, Escape Rope. No. No, 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 no! Okay. This is a scary moment right now. Really it is. Hopefully I can top deck another V. I have V Seeker, but I would like to top deck maybe another V Seeker so I can Lysander, maybe, you know, another Pokemon on the bench. Still, he can't knock me out without Mega Gardevoir. Which means that I somehow managed to pull up a miracle with the double Greninja here, but we shall see. So far it looks promising. Turn 1 that Starly Megaphone was very, very effective. But okay, did that. Boom, there's one level ball for Froakie. God damn, there's a Secret Dash. I definitely need that Bursting Balloon. Juniper for 7 just because I need my Greninjas. I need to start apply pressure here, that's for sure, but oof, the last one was a Warrior. Time for the retreat. You know, I have Splash Energy, so I'm gonna be knocked out probably anyway, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Pokemons. Take that. Well, he needs to go for 130. He can do that easily. Yeah, he can do that easily. He needs to discard just 2 Pokemons. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to Shadow Snitch. Because I can only Moonlight Slash or Shadow Snitch. If I will pick between 20 damage counters, I will definitely pick Shadow Snitch because at least he can play abilities, so he's not going to be capable to set up and stuff like that. At least something for me. On the other side, I'm going to be knocked out, but he will take 6 damage counters back, which means that I do have Wally in my hand, so if I can top deck pretty much energy, I can put Greninja BREAK in play and knock out his Mega Gardevoir. So, in theory, I can have very, very powerful turn. So, Desperate for 130, of course. Shane and Dragonite are going to be discarded, and probably even Hoopa. So, it's going to be a 140. But yeah, 6 damage counters, it's returning him back to the face. Nope, only 2 Pokemon he decide to discard. Oh, interesting. Bursting Balloon. Right. 100. Give me my frogs. Give me my frogs. Give me my goddamn frogs. Yep, unfortunately, it's just a die ball as the top deck. So, speaking about die ball, I'm short for energy. I'm short for energy, but I know what I'm going to do. If I want to survive here, unfortunately, I need to play my Wally. Because right now I have 170 HP, so I can Shadow Snitch him, so it's gonna be just 40 damage, but next turn I can get myself die ball for another Greninja, I can end him down, and basically right now he can't use abilities, which means that there is no freaking way he can pull back Dragonite, for example, from his discard pile. It's not gonna happen, simply as that. So he can strike for no knockout, which means that I'm gonna be fine. As long as I can survive turn with my Greninja BREAK here, I'm definitely good. Dun, dun, dun. Lysander is the way to go. Say goodbye, Frogadier. But okay, I'm fine with that. It's better to lose Frogadier than just Greninja BREAK. I'm all in for that. I'm all in for that, all night long. I trade my Frogadier for full HP and Greninja BREAK and John Water Shuriken and another Shadow Snitch for the one-hit knockout. I can do that all night long. I just need one energy card here and something like a Secret Dash. Bam! Seriously? No way. This can happen only to me. This can happen only to me. Yep, it can. Only to me. Another Shadow Snitching. This time for 60. I could go for the one-hit knockout, but you know, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. I just don't want to take a risk to lose this game here. I want to be patient. You know, Fisherman is the way to go next turn, basically, so I can pull the knockout with my John Water Shuriken, and maybe from the prize card I can pull 2 Frogadiers, which just give me a huge boost. Even if I can top deck energy card, this is gonna be gorgeous. Trader's Mill for another V Seeker. Maybe he just decide to go with another Lysander. That would be great. Even Hex Maniac is not a bad option. Thanks, mate. You just gave me a good favor here, knocking out my Froakie, to be honest. I can say more than thank to you. Well, this makes good position for me here. Do I want to end or Fisherman? You know, I'm scared. Let's just grab Fisherman. Let's just go 100% positive all in. John Water Shuriken for 6. Down to the Mega Gardevoir. So he's knocked out. 2 prize cards for me. You know, everything can be pulled here. If it's one Frogadier, which is, so I'm fine with that, definitely. And then I can strike again for pretty much Shadow Snitching in 60. Just want to control the game, nothing else. Once I manage to put once I manage to put another Greninja in play, I have Wally, so it's gonna be Greninja Break, and that's gonna be boom, boom, boom. I do have Lysander in my hand. There's a Brooks grid. I do have Lysander in my hand, as I mentioned, so I can even next turn Lysander his Gardevoir on the bench, which means that I can knock him out. If he misses Mega Evolution, I'm going for 2 prize cards for sure. That Brooks grid was a huge. My turn. Okay. Actually, I have a better idea here. I can John Water Shuriken once. I can retreat. Yeah, I can retreat and John Water Shuriken second time, but then then I will probably miss energy cards. I could have victory here. I will even have it next turn for sure. Shadow Snitch for the knockout. Anyway, energy card. Yeah, right. Who would expect that? Who would expect that? Okay. I was expecting N, so that's the reason why I decided to V-Seek for Lysander. So I can actually get Lysander, Bursting Balloon, and a Die Ball. But yeah, pretty much only 3 cards. We're both down to very low resources, but I'm in a much better position than he is. So 1 Secret Dash, 1 a Die Ball, and 1 Bursting Balloon for me. Actually, no Bursting Balloon for me. Just a Die Ball for another Frogadier. And another Shadow Snitching, so next turn is going to be a 1-hit knockout with the Moonlight Slash. Shadow Snitching is, I think, one of the strongest attack that actually you can see these days in a format. I think, in my opinion, it's even stronger than a Quaking Punch, because it just blocks your possibility to set up. It's just way too strong. I must say that I had a ton of luck right now, because I managed to top deck from nowhere my Greninja, so I can just evolve and knock out his Gardevoir for the knockout. There we go, guys. Oh, actually, it's not for the knockout. 100. Yeah, never mind. Okay, there's a Dragonite, so right now he can just pull a crazy things. Grab Hoopa, grab Shaman, grab whatever he wants to be able to strike for one hit knockout here, and discard his Gardevoir, of course, with another Mega Gardevoir. When I was thinking it's it, that's it. Nope, I just pull mistake. Never mind for that. Never mind. So he still need to discard from his bench 6 Pokemons. That's a lot of Pokemons. So 110 plus 60. It's not that easy, I guess. There's second energy on his Mega Gardevoir. He had 2 energies here. He also had Rattata, which means that he can discard my Muscle Band. Not a big deal, I guess. But Rattata was a 7th Pokemon for him in play. So it looks like the knockout is gonna happen. So turn after that, Shadow Snitching for me. And Bursting Balloon all night long. And the top deck maybe, you know, Johnny Purr for 7. That would be great. 170. And all suddenly, we are here. Okay, still I'm in a better position. Yeah, okay, it's end top deck. Better than nothing, I guess. Oh, Dive Ball and Water Energy. I'm in. So I can grab myself another Greninja Break and I can basically put it into the play. John Water Shuriken. 6 and 8, it's gonna be... Nah, just Shadow Snitching, forget about that. Forget about Matt, just Shadow Snitching. Forget about Moonlight Slash, Bursting Balloon, stuff like that. He can pull, again, crazy things with the Rattata, with the Dragonite, so just Shadow Snitch. And I'm fine with that. There's a Repeat Ball. What he can grab with a Repeat Ball? Probably Gardevoir or another Mega Gardevoir. Nothing too much. Whew. Managed to get back from that misplay. Managed to get back. Okay, Desperate. For maybe 120. Yep, for 120. So Bursting Balloon for 60 back and John Water Shuriken for 6 more and the last 2 prize cards. A GG. That was perfect. That was a very good game to watch. 20 minutes of pure battle. I must say, it's a very, very good. Muscle Band worked. Bursting Balloon helped. Not sure what to tell about those Wollies. 4 Wollies. I don't know, man. I don't know. Thinking about one Battle Compressor for sure. But thinking about adding something else. Or maybe just keeping 3 Wollies. 2 Wollies would make a lot of sense. And maybe adding... Let's try to go with something like this. I'm always for something innovating. Not sure how even to tell that. Innovative, whatever. I can add 3 copies of Flames. You know, 3 copies of Flames, 4 Frogs and 3 Greninja Break. Yeah, 2 Wollies. Let's see how this will work. Let's see. I have 18 messages. Whoa, gosh. Oh, okay. Okay, guys, so I need someone else for the live stream battle. I do have request from the Fisher. Let's challenge Fisher because he sent a friend request. He's already in the game. Oh yeah, I totally forget to cut one. Oh, Madness Jockey. Okay, just a second. Guys, just a second. Just a second. Just a second. 4 Flames, 3 Froakies. Madness, 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 madness sent a request first, so I'm going to challenge him back. Okay, fighting metal deck. Let's see. Let's see what is gonna be. Huh. Lost the coin flip. Starting second. You know, Flame is a very good card. If you start with it, if you go first, you have also volley with something like a level ball in your hand. You can just pull up Frogadier energy, strike for the water duplicate, and have Flame for the later in game. So I also like that. Do I want a mulligan? I feel bad with my hand. I don't have energy card. I feel like I'm stuck forever with nothing. This seems like a much better hand than it was. Sometimes, even if you have Flame, don't play Flame on the bench. Actually, in the active position, if you don't have energies in your hand, or if you don't have nothing in your hand. Okay, so on the other side, it's Garchomp. Not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but it's a Garchomp. It's not that strong against Greninja, I guess. Okay, Maxi, Gallade, and N. I love expanded format more than I love standard format. Just because there are so many decks that you can actually play, so many funny and interesting decks to play, expect for the Trevenant break and expect for any kind of the item lock deck. Because I don't like them, but to be honest, I only played those decks. So there is one Aerodactyl for one Froakie, 4 Frogadiers, like that. No Wally. So let's play N. Maybe I can strike Muscle Band. Maybe not. Aeroblitz for 40. And I can search myself for 2 cards. Which 2 cards should I put? I can put Battle Compressor into my hand, and I can put 1 Splash Energy, because maybe he can get Rare Candy Garchomp, and then he can just, you know, knock out my Frogadier, so I really want to keep it back with my Splash Energy back into my hand. It makes much sense. Again, with the Bursting Balloon, with the Battle Compressor, I can discard myself some cards into discard pile, you know. On the other side, he can't just one-hit knock on my Flame, so I can even use later Aeroblitz for another round of support card after I use my Water Frogadier, Water Duplicate. So, yeah, pretty much I calculate everything. Okay, so Karina, I think he grabbed Computer Search. I was on the chat, so didn't saw that. Garchomp, two Garchomps in play. They are actually powerful beasts against the X's, but against non-EX decks, you know, they're not that good. I mean, they should definitely print Garchomp Break cards. I would love to see Garchomp Break card. It just makes a lot of sense to see Garchomp Break card, to be honest. Somehow, I would love to see that. Battle Compressor for 2 Turn Flames and 1 Water Energy, of course. Or maybe even Wally would make a lot of sense for later. I'm done with my Aura Blitz, so I just want to use my Water Duplicate and put 3 more Frogs on the bench. So next turn my Frog are going to be knocked out, but since I have Splash Energy attached on it, I can just put it back into my hand, which means that I can evolve another Froakie and I can put Froakie back. Yeah, true. Yeah, Gallade is here to strike for 150 against non-EXs with support a card. 130 actually, Muscle Band 150. But even more, yeah, with the strong energies, even more. There's Computer Surge. And right now he can pull Maxi, because simply he can Computer Surge for energy and he can have, let's say, I don't know, energy in his hand. So he can bring V-Seeker, Maxi, Gallade, whatever. Alright. Energy card and V... Oh, why not Gallade? Why not Gallade? Seriously, why not Gallade? I mean, you have Premonition. You have Sensitive Blade. You have more than... Okay, I mean... It's better, it would be much better if he decides just to go with... Oh, he couldn't Maxi. No V-Seeker? Okay. He couldn't V-Seeker. He didn't have a V-Seeker. Okay. Okay, so he had actually Sycamore in his hand. Or maybe not. Not sure. Okay, it even doesn't matter. I have energy, so I'm short here for pretty much 1 Muscle Band. You see, in situations like this, Muscle Band is a very good card, because right now I can't one-hit knock at my opponent, so I can just Moonlight Slash for 80, and I'm short for 10. So I can have both. I can have Bursting Balloons and the Muscle Bands. I mean, I can, but you know, it's not that. How should I say? Consistent, I guess. So 1 more Ultra Ball and 1 more chance for Gallade this time, if he have the Secret in his hand. And he have Jirachi, so he can Maxi with Jirachi. But Jirachi is gonna be easy to price target for me. For my snipers called Greninja BREAK. I will have probably a couple of them. I do have 2 V-Seekers, so at least I can grab myself 1 Greninja BREAK for the next turn with the Wally. Or I can just Juniper for 7. But somehow, Junipering for 7 and losing so many good resources, I don't know. I can just grab at least one Greninja Break. It'd be 100% positive at least that I can pull one Greninja Break for one Giant Water Shuriken and just, you know, maybe even for going with the V-Seeker for Lysander and trying to damage his Jirachi on the bench. I just need to be 100% positive that he's not going to be able to surprise me from nowhere and knock out with Gallade. That's the most important thing. Just another Johnny per top deck, which I don't need. As I mentioned it, I'm going to get myself just Greninja Break, you know. But actually we'll put it onto my active one, because there is always chance that I might pull something like Die Ball from the prize card, so I can just get another Greninja Break in play and use... It's a level ball, okay, it was close. It was close. Time to run on the bench. And time to attack. So I guess I should attack with my... Let's go with the Shadow Snitch. I know that he already used Premonition. If he decides to use another Premonition, he's not going to be able to do that, so he just decided to top deck Stadium. Okay, there's a Hex Maniac. And retreat to another Garchomp and Turbo Assault for 80, which means that he can power up one of his Gallades. Okay, kind of like that move. My top deck is just another Greninja Break. And I have a couple options here to do, but I'm just thinking about getting Juniper and the Rough Seas, maybe another Greninja. Not Greninja Break, but the Greninja. It's time to retreat. Aeroblitz will bring me a Greninja and Rough Seas. You know, Talonflame, very good card as I mentioned it. Even if you start with it, you can always preserve it for the later and somehow use it. In this case, actually, this get a lot of benefit from me. Okay, so he just decided to use a huge N and I will lost so many good resources from my hand, 4 energies. The good thing is that at least he can't knock me out. And I managed to pull the Seeker for Fisherman, so I'm happy with that. I have Secret Dash, which means that I can pull 4 Talonflames back into my deck if I want. Of course I don't want to do that. Nobody in the world would like to do that. That would be just self-destruction, I guess. Okay, so he knocked out my Talonflame. And it's time for my Greninja Break. So Dipole can give me Greninja, and the V-Seeker can give me the Wally, but I'm thinking about Giant Water Shuriken. 6 damage counters down to the Jirachi. Of course. Bursting Balloon. And Ace Trainer. Okay, a couple more energies for me. I guess I will play that Die Ball just to see if I have a few more Greninjas left. Since I evolved this turn, I can't evolve again, so I will just use John Water Shuriken. So, and another Froakie. Surprisingly, there is even one more energy in my hand, so I managed to swipe almost the entire bench and almost entire opponent Pokemon line with my Greninjas. Oh, escape rope. I guess on one of my Greninjas with a free retreat. I do have die balls, so I can get myself pretty much another Greninja break, and I do have the Seeker for Fisherman, so I think I'm gonna be fine, definitely. Okay, so 150. He pulled a knockout. He pulled a knockout. He pulled a knockout. Okay, never mind. I have die ball, so I can get myself third and last Greninja break in play. So it's not often to see 3 Greninja breaks in play, that's for sure. So I can respond back to my opponent with my Shadow Snitching. But I will just use actually Moonlight Slash for 80. So I can finish the game next turn with 2 John Water Shurikens on the Garchomp and another Moonlight Slash to his Gallade. Of course, I first need to survive without being end or maybe knocked out. I'm not sure what the Jamal means by physically and United Kingdom. I mean, United Kingdom, it is part of the Europe. Maybe I missed something here. I mean, I'm from Europe, so I know that. But anyway. I love fighting decks. I love fighting decks. Actually, I have a long history playing fighting decks. Basically, with the old school, probably newer player and younger players probably will not know. But I used to play Rocket Hitmonchan. My first deck was actually a fighting deck, and it was a Hitmonchan deck from the base set with the Rocket Hitmonchans. That was just so strong back then. Okay, so another John Water Shuriken. So yeah, as I mentioned it, I played those Rocket Hitmonchans with the cross counters. Probably a lot of you would not believe how many damage counters he have. 40. Okay, I can't one-hit him, knock it out. Again, I'm short for that Muscle Band. But yeah, as I mentioned it, Cross Counter is the name of the Hitmonchan attack. So for the 1 energy that Rocket Hitmonchan was able actually to strike, if he has the coin flip and you basically knock him out or do damage, he can just flip a coin and return that damage back to you by the double. That was a good old time. Okay, so bite off 400. And he managed to pull a knockout here, so I guess I'm gonna be fine with one John Water Shriek into his active Garchomp. I could even do that for the Gable on the bench, but you know, don't need to do that. So there we go, another victory. I must say that I actually managed to improve a little bit the deck, so it has a consistency, which is the best part of the story here. I don't know, somehow I would love to have those muscle bands more than bursting balloons. Yeah, definitely. I don't know, I'm waiting for the next challenge. I'm ready when you're ready. So send me the challenge, guys, with the expanded version of the deck. So I'm waiting for the battle. Okay, let's go. Best budget build for the current standard format. It's very hard to tell. It's very hard to tell. I mean, it definitely depends on the meta. I always say that. You need to build deck to be good against the decks that you actually have at your local league. So if at your local leagues 70% of players play Mega Evolution deck, then you just need to go with okay, let's just what the a single throw key. Okay, let's just protect that throw key so we don't get knocked out. As I mentioned, if the meta is all around Mega Evolutions, then you should probably try to build something to counter those Mega Evolution decks. But I built a lot of budget builds in a couple months, in the last month actually. So I think how Mega Break might be good. Eradicate Break might be good. I mean, Eradicate Break probably is the best budget deck that you can actually build. Also, Snorlax Hypno is a very good deck for the budget build. Okay, so my opponent just decides to quit. I'm waiting for another one. Also, Vespiquen, Klefki, and your Mega Break, very good. I mean, Zoroark right now is $3, so you don't even need Zoroark. You don't need chains for the Zoroark deck, for example. Zoroark are very good at this moment. They're only $3 a piece, and I really recommend something around Zoroark, Yanmega, and Vespiquen, maybe something like that, or Raichu, or something like that. Yeah, Greninja Break is very good and very strong. I mean, if you have Greninja Break, then you're fine. You don't have to change it. I mean, you just need to play with it, test a lot, so you can actually be better and better with the deck, and try to find a sweet spot. Even Talonflame is not expensive anymore. I mean, they're maybe like $3 a piece. They was like 7, 8 when they was released, so the price actually went down. And the best part of the story, Greninja Break can be played in both formats, standard and expanded, so I kind of like that. As long as you can play deck in the standard and in the expanded format without wasting too much money and without... Oh, look at this, I have Wally in my hand. That was interesting. But yeah, as I mentioned, as long as you have the deck that can be good in the standard and expanded, there's no way to change it. It's just my opinion. I also love to play Greninja Break. I played it a lot of times, but I just simply don't have luck with it. So I have the most luck and the best skill with that Dark Red Giratina deck. It's just way too good. Okay, so Substrike, West between Zoroark on the other side. I just need to focus those West Queens, and I'm gonna be fine. I just need to survive a turn here. Okay, so my turn. I was writing something on the chat. Time for surprise, I guess. Time for the water duplicate. Okay, so 3 Frogadiers. In theory, I could go for the knockout against his combi because I had turn 1 Wally, so I could go into my Frogadier, then turn 2 Greninja, then attach energy, blah blah blah, stuff like that. But then he could just, you know, get West Queen with a couple Pokemons in discard pile and just strike for the knockout. Maybe Seeker for Sycamore. Let's just go with the Sycamore for 7. Only 2 Pokemons in his discard pile, which means that right now he can strike with his Beer Revenge only for 80, but it's gonna be exactly enough for the one-hit knockout. So if he can strike for the one-hit knockout, he's definitely gonna be fine. And then I can just play my Ace Trainer, so Ace Trainer will save the day here, that is for sure. Say goodbye to Mr. Frogadier. Let's just promote Turn Flame. What is gonna be top deck? A Rough Seas. Okay. 1 Greninja. And 1 Ace Trainer. So I really want Bursting Balloon and Energy Card here. It's not gonna happen. Which means that I will just use my Die Ball and get myself another Greninja in play. I only have 1 Greninja Break. Okay, 2 Greninja Breaks are priced, so I must say that I'm not surprised. Aero Blitz. Greninja Break, and let's go with the 1 Bursting Balloon, or maybe, yeah, Bursting Balloon. Actually, Splash Energy and Bursting Balloon. Actually, Splash Energy and Greninja Break. That makes a much sense. Why Splash Energy? Because I want to attach it into my Greninja Break, so I can put it back into my hand after I suffer the knockout. And of course Greninja Break, so I can have that Break evolution without thinking about getting my Die Ball or Ultra Ball. Actually, just a Die Ball. Okay, time for some Striker and the one-hit knockout. That's not bad, actually. That's not bad, actually, because right now I can actually have that John Water Shriek maybe twice if I can pull 2 energies and Greninja Break from my... Okay, I think it's time for sleep. How many Pokemon in this pile? 2, 4, 5, 6 of them. At least I can Shadow Snitch for 40. At least I can do that. I didn't pull Energy Card to knock out his Wespy on the bench. But luckily I can Shadow Strike, so I can Shadow Snitch, so I can at least prevent him from being able to stand in and retreat. There are a lot of shames on his bench, so I will definitely need to knock them out. And I think I should also change the music a little bit. Let's just get with another playlist here. Okay, Zoroark Break just enters the play. Whew, I'm very scary about Zoroark Break because he can actually Shadow Snitch myself. That can be very devastating. There's another Flowstone. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, I can see Shadow Snitch. No, I can see Vespiquen for the knockout. No, yes, 180. God damn, I have 3 prize cards left. Okay. I like the fact that I have N in my hand, but I simply want to discard everything that I have in my hand in exchange to couple energies and bursting balloon. Again, this is not true. This is not happening. I must dream, I guess. Oh boy. Super Road. Let's just bring back... Okay, Level Ball to recycle that Frogadier. And more than that, I need to use my Moonlight Slash, but just for the 60, without actually returning that energy back into my hand. So I managed to knock out Wespy, and I hope it's going to be Greninja Break. Nope, just a Muscle Band. Okay. Okie dokie. 140 HP Zoroark. Another double course energy on his Vespiquen and the V-Seeker for Lysander. Why Lysander? I mean, I have Bursting Balloon, that's true, but again, why Lysander? Okay, Lysander on my Frogadier. Okay, that means only one thing. If he passes his turn, I'm not gonna be even able to attack. A full play. And right now I guess the game is just gonna crash, because you can't search your deck for 3 water duplicates. Oh, actually it will not crash. They fixed that issues? Kinda surprised. I do have Fisherman, so I can pull 2 energies. Okay, he did a big misplay here. Well, then I guess it's just time for, you know, Juniper for 7. Ah, god damn. I shouldn't attach that muscle band here. Hmm. How many V-Seekers? He played 3 of them. I can go for 60, I guess, with my Shadow Snitch. But no, I should knock out this Zoroark. God damn, with my... Yeah, miss slash for 80, but then I need to put energy back into my hand. Okay, let's just do it like this. Okay, I fixed that. It took me a little bit to figure it out, but I totally forget that I didn't attach energy, so I can still attach energy and use Moonlight Slash for 80, bringing back just regular basic energy instead of the splash energy in my hand, so I can knock out his Zoroark in exchange for his knockout with the Vespiquen, so I can still have my Greninja Break in my hand for the next turn, and the energy is to be able to knock out that Vespiquen, so I'm fine, definitely. Okay, I fixed that, luckily. Whew. Okay, so there we go with the Ultra Ball for another Zoroark. Only 5 cards left for my opponent. There is Zorua, which means the next turn probably I'm going with, I don't know, maybe N, who knows. We'll see. It's time for Greninja. John Weather Shuriken, without thinking too much, on his Zorua down to the bench. And I can take 1 prize. Hopefully it's going to be Greninja Break, it is. So I can have 1 more after that. But I'm thinking about just, you know, what else I can do here? Nothing, I guess. I can... Nothing. I don't have to play my N. I just need to use my Moonlight Slash for 100 and basically knock out his Vespiquen. So I will have two prize cards left, same as my opponent, so that means that I only need 2 energies next turn to knock out his Shamus with the John Water Shurikens. At the end, that misplay cost my opponent a lot, so I managed to win the game, so... So that's it. 1 John Water Shuriken and I guess 1 more energy for even Shadow Snitching. It's enough. 6 damage counters, so goodbye Shaman. 15 minutes, another win. I must say that the deck works much better right now. Who knows, maybe I find sweet spot. Okay, Trixus sends a challenge. Let me just see. Overall played 5, overall wins 4, so not bad. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Okay, so lost the coin flip. It's my opponent's turn. Oof, starting with the Froakie. A single Froak. But luckily I have Die Ball there, so I'm gonna be fine. I can bring myself another Froakie, but the question is if I have another Froakie in play. If it's not priced. Okay, Gengar with... Oh, I didn't see Gengar in a while. That was a very good deck back then, when Gengar was in the format. I do have another Froakie. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play my Juniper for 7 and we'll try to paralyze my opponent with the bubble. Couple more Frogadiers. So it's time to bring, I guess, another Mr. Froakie for me in play. Let's go with the bubble. We can do that. Yes, we can. Thank you, Blastoise. So he's paralyzed. And he's not going to be able to do damage this turn. Okay, so he have Switch, and he also have that freaking Wailord. And there's a Trainer's Mail for the Lysander, and the Gold Switch. Robo Substitute discarded. It's time for another Dark Corridor, so 6 damage counters down to my Froakie. Very good play. Let's go, Wailord. Be the freaking wall. You can do that. You can do that, you can do that. Water Duplicate. 2 more Frogadiers. And right now I have 4 Frogs in play. The good thing is that I will not let my opponent have that Rough Season play, because then he can just heal damage counters from his Wailord. There is one Greninja, there is a Dive Ball for another Greninja. I do have N in my hand, so why not? Okay, so there is a Muscle Band. This is gonna be 100 with the Moonlight Slash, which means in translation, next turn I can knock out his 80. What? Oh, he put he put Pearl City down to me. 100. Okay, I can't knock him out. But I wouldn't be even able to knock him out if I play my Rough Seas. He would just heal 3 damage counters, so it wouldn't make any sense, I guess. Oh, yeah. Let's just grab Greninja. And let's just snipe with the giant water shuriken on his Wailord. More than that, 1 energy and 1 V-Seeker for Professor Juniper. I don't need my Rough Seas, I just need energy and Greninja Break. Well, couple Greninjas, but no Greninja Break. More than that, there is Battle Compressor. Oh, no, Fisherman. I'm clumsy and too fast. Okay, 100 Okay, again 80, not 100. But next turn Wailord is knocked out. Finally. Yeah, right. Okay, that was a cheeky move, but there's a Verbing City Gym and a Hoopa EX. So, love to see Shaman. Hello, Shaman. You're gonna be knocked out next turn. Yep, you're gonna be 2-prize knockout. Same as the Gengar. I waste so much energy and so much resources to try knock out that freaking Wailord, and then I just totally forget that he had a max potion. So he just healed all damage counters from it and smiled to my face, which means that if he can pull switch, he can retreat down to the Gengar and then just use Dark Corridor and also put 3 damage counters with the poison on me. Oh, a lot of resources discarded. Okay. Floatstone. Good move, good move, good move, good move, good move. 6 damage counters, 3 from poison. I have 9. There's a Robo Substitute. Nah, you're not gonna do that. There we go. 6 damage counters. I do have Lysander, which means that I have license to kill, like a James Bond. But the only thing is that I'm not James Bond, so I'm probably going to use my you know, we seeker for Ace Trainer. Okay. Shadow Snitch. That's it. He can have that Floatstone, I don't care too much. He's going to take 6 damage counters on his Gengar, so I can knock him out on the bench with the John Water Shuriken. Okay, so waiting to see my opponent's next move. I'm very limited with the resources, have only 11 cards left. There's a Fighting Fury Belt, that's a cheeky move, 6 damage counters back to the Gengar, which means that he have right now 120. So I need to pull my Greninja Break, and then I need to use 2 John Water Shurikens to knock him out, but I do have only 1. And I can see him playing Max Potion. I can feel that. Dang, I made a misplay. I attached energy on the wrong Greninja. How did I do that? Okay, next turn it's time for N. That's for sure. But I love the deck idea that my opponent run actually. It's a very nice. Okay, so he played that Max Potion. Speaking about Max Potion, he did that. So yeah, I'm completely screwed here. Completely. Completely. Just for 80 with the Moonlight Slash. Just for 80. Hopefully he will not have another Flowstone or switch to Retreat. God damn, there's a Gardevoir in play. And a Floatstone. On the Gardevoir, not on the Hoopa. Oof. I underestimated my opponent deck, but he has 7 cards. Maybe I can deck him out. Well, I can do that. I can do that, probably. There is one end, so he's searching for the switch. If he misses opportunity to grab switch this turn, I'm gonna be fine. I do have his... Oh, there's a Flowstone, even versed. He's gonna be able to retreat and knock me out. But he still need to take 4 prize cards versus 6 cards left. So let's see what we can pull here. What do I need here? I need Rough Seas. But I simply can't find one. I do have one left. Let's just try to find it. God damn, where's my Rough Seas? Have only 3 cards left. Not even a Fisherman. Not even a Fisherman. Okay, 6 damage counters. He have right now 7 cards left. And he played a single V-Seeker. Yeah, I totally underestimated his deck. I think I lost this game. Well, at least there's a Fisherman. It'll bring me a few energies, but if I don't retreat, I'm gonna be knocked out. Another Moonlight Slash, this time for 80. I have 2 cards left, so I will definitely play in. But I need Rough Seas, and when I get Rough Seas, I will just lose too many Pokemons. They will have just too much damage counters. And he sniped my Greninja on the bench. What a cheeky move. And finally Rough Seas, so I can heal some damage from my Pokemons in play. Let's retreat. Let's see what we can do here. I can't strike for 100. So I just need to survive for like a turn. Moonlight Slash for 80. I have only 1 card left in my deck. There's another Fighting Fury Belt. Of course, right now he can even heal the damage from the Wailord. So there is no Verbing City Gym at least. 1 puzzle. He already played 3 puzzles, so he's not going to be able to take anything back. Okay, so he just decided to play N, which will actually save me, especially if I get that V-Seeker early, so there's just a Dark Corridor for 70. And I'm taking only 10 damage from the poison. So I have plenty of space to heal damage between turns and to retreat on the bench. I played 2 Ents and 3 V-Seekers, so I simply can't take the risk. Moonlight Slash for 80. Well, who knows, maybe at the end I even managed to win. Of course, he healed 3 damage counters from the Wailord. He needs to pull a Lysander. There's a V-Seeker for another N. Is he searching for the Verbeck City Gym? Maybe. Another Gengar and another Dark Corridor for the 70 and 3 from the Poison. Which means that right now I'm going to lose one of my warriors. I'm not sure how many energy cards he have left. 2, 3, 4, and 2 double course energies. Not sure. Shaming. Well, I do have that Lysander, but I don't have Super with my deck. My Greninja BREAK, it's gonna be knocked out next turn, so he needs to have energy card in his hand, that's for sure. More than that, I can't knock out any of his Pokemon. I can strike maximum 80, so I'm short for 10. I'm short for plenty of damage. He have free treat. He have, yeah. If I only have one more Pokemon in play, that would be perfect. But unfortunately, I don't have, so I'm Moonlight Slash again for 80. Let's see if he can retreat. Or if he can maybe even Sky Return for the knockout. Well, there's a Skyla. And a Verbeck City Gym. Okay, that's it. A DC and a Verbeck City Gym. And he can Sky Return and knock on my Greninja, so I can heal damage off. So that means that he has 2 cards left. And my Greninja is gonna be knocked out. Just 2 more energies. GG. It is. Well, underestimated, definitely. The problem was when I discarded 2 of my 3 Rupsies, just because I didn't want to let my opponent to heal his Wailord. That was pretty much the point where the game actually breaks, and I was not able to continue playing. Alright, so let's do maybe 1-2 battles. That's just then gonna be it. I'm actually tired. I have one request to confirm. There we go. I'm happy with the deck, to be honest. It's definitely good. It works very well. Maybe I should only find space for maybe a few more tweaks to be maybe even stronger. For example, second Super Road. Yeah, maybe second Super Road. Maybe cut one Bursting Balloon, maybe add one more Muscle Band and stuff like that. Maybe even go with the Xerosic instead of the Starling Megaphone. Who knows? Who knows? Everything is possible. Just deck needs to be tested much more. Okay guys, so who would like to play? I'm waiting for the challenge. Alright. Would you like to go first? Yes, definitely. So, starting with the throw key, at least I have N, so I'm gonna be fine. Okay guys, this is gonna be my last game for today live stream. So, we'll attach that Splash Energy, of course, and we'll roll with my N. Well, I'm going to pass my turn. I only have Die Ball here, so I can play it onto my throw key to evolve. More than that, I don't need anything more than that. Oh, there's another N. Okay, I managed to pull Frog and another N with the Bursting Balloon, so I'm happy with that. Okay, so one Team Magma Secret Base, one Shaman EX for 4. I don't like the Shaman in the Gyarados deck. Water Duplicate. For how many Frogadiers? 4 of 4, so 100% Frogadiers in play. Next turn, I guess I can go with my N. Draw myself pretty much 6 new cards. I do have also energy in my hand, so Bursting Balloon attached to my active Frogadier in case he managed to get... Oh, there's another N. That Gyarados, he can just take 6 damage counters back, so it's not worth. He decided to Sky Return probably with the Shaman. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, there is Gyarados. I like the Gyarados deck. I like it. It's a very nice card. I think I even have somewhere that Gyarados. Shiny Gyarados. It's not here. Not sure where I actually placed that Gyarados card. Those are just trainers. I have plenty of cards here that I need to sort. I'm very unorganized. Okay. Only 3 damage counters. Luckily there is Rough Seas for me. Energy, 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 energy. And Juniper for 7. Okay. 1 Wally. 1 Water Energy. I don't have Fisherman, so I feel bad about that. I'm going to probably be knocked out next turn. Okay. Okay. I have a surprise for you guys. There it is. The only problem is that the camera is so bad, it can't actually focus him well. But yeah, this is the Gyarados who played actually against this one. Really like that Gyarados card, it just looks gorgeous. Okay, so putting another Frogadier in active position. And top decking just a stupid level ball instead of the die ball. How bad is that? Of course I will put another Froakie in play. But the problem is that I need to discard my Secret Dash without bringing back my Greninja in the deck. Okay, 3 dive balls, so I can get myself a couple Greninjas right now, I guess. I mean, the single Greninja is gonna be fine because it's just enough for that Moonlight Slash and for the 80, so I can basically knock out my opponent Gyarados. And turn after that, I can just start to snipe his Magikarps with the John Water Shuriken on the bench. So, unfortunately, it is how it is. Gyarados is a very strong deck, but it have very bad matchup against Greninja. It can have very good matchup if you can pretty much set up Gyarados turn 1 to strike for 210. Then you can just take 3 knockouts before even Greninja can set up, and then if you have 4 Magikarps in play, and if you control your opponent board, not being able to set up more than 2 Greninjas in play, or even 2 Greninja breaks, you can easily win that matchup. Also with the Hex Maniac, that can be a pretty easy job. Okay. Another double chorus energy. What the heck? He just healed the damage from the Magikarp? Why would he do that? Right now he can't even do any damage. Okay, Team Magma, 1 Magikarp, 2 Magikarps. Okay, it makes sense. So it's gonna be 150, so it's gonna be a knockout for sure, but I already managed to set up pretty well, so I'm definitely fine. And the problem is right now I can take my Greninja break and I can just simply snipe his Magikarp with the damage counters on the bench, so I can just decrease the damage that he can actually does with his Gyarados. There we go, 1 John Water Shuriken for 1 prize, which is another Greninja. And I'm going to retreat down to my Greninja, and then I will play my Wally. Right now, we only have a lot of sense in this deck. Because I can from nowhere use another John Water Shuriken and snipe another Magikarp on the bench. And more than that, I can just use my Shadow Snitch. And basically, oh, I even have Lysander, but I already played that supporter card. So I can just Shadow Snitch my opponent so he can't play those abilities. So no shame and no setup. And I think this is pretty much it. Buddy Rescue. How many Magikarps? He needs 3 Magikarps on the bench. Or 2 of them and Muscle Band. So he can go for the one-hit knockout. Ultra Ball for another Gyarados, I guess. Oh, for the Meowstic. Okay. There's a Pokemon Ranger. And a Meowstic which says, and Shaman. Okay, Shadow Area. You can, once you get turn, if this Pokemon is active, you can move 1 damage counter from one of your benched Pokemon, from one of your Pokemon to one of your opponent's Pokemon. Okay, so that's it. Unfortunately for my opponent, that was it. So how many games I played today? 7. Managed to win 5 and actually lost 2 of them. So 7 games, that's somewhere 5 victories, 5 of 7, that's somewhere around 15 times 7, around 65%, something like that. So I'm definitely happy with the deck performance for today. Once again, guys, I hope you enjoy watching this live stream. So it was definitely very enjoyable to play. Stay tuned for more videos that I'm going to upload later and also tomorrow. Maybe I will also live stream tomorrow from my local league. Not sure about that since I still don't have good camera for that, but who knows, maybe I even do that. Yeah, once again, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you already didn't, so please consider doing that. As usual, if you have any questions, don't forget to leave comments below. Until the next time, have a nice day, and we'll see you in the next video, so goodbye.